Hey guys, I'm your serious boy here. Ending contract, that doesn't mean you end the contract. You only end contract when you have been worked for many years already, and that's only when you graduate. But yes, I have told you before, we know what's the right thing. You want to end contract, it's also fine. You have been worked for many years, or you feel stressed. So this is why I'm here to make this video, to tell you about ending contract. So because of that time now in Hong Kong, right, I may supposed to have work, but because my workplace has been moved out, I will be officially graduated. So that's the only main point I tell you. And for my outing group tour, right, just to tell you about what happened previously, like March, right, wherever, because my parents, right, was trying to let me to go off from outing, you know, and get back to my work, was actually like nearly terminating their contract, you know, within almost like into a serious violation, because my outing doesn't allow violation of community guidelines or misbehaviors or mistreat their ways, misleading or anything that does terminate your contract from outing. And you have no more future outings in future if happen again, like you attempt 3 mistakes of the breaching rules or cause it to have a dishonest act. Like what I have told you before about the YouTube of these disliking videos is also known as a dishonest act. Now it's also called the breaching my outing rules or accused hostel is also known as a dishonest act. Whether these people think they should treat their child very peacefully, but not to be mean to harsh or anyone or everything, is to learn what you were supposed to write, and you need to like no force children or like that, because now right is forcing others, which hostel doesn't like to be forced. Let them decide themselves whether you want to go back to work. You only when you have time, and you have to confirm by date to date, play by year or anything. Whenever this thing that you need to know what happened, is your own decision, not parents' decision. Whenever this thing, you might not ask to be interfered with each other. If you feel like you don't want to talk with each other, just stay away from it or keep yourself into your personal space, or you'll be yourself. Whenever you feel upset or angry, you should calm down. Don't let anyone come to your room and have a talk, unless if anyone, he or her, will feel better. That's the only main point of it, and this is only way how will you treat child or parents that way. That's the only way. So to be honest with you, right, that was the previous year, right, it was so suffering year that from small to big till not the time, right, it was like many years where haven't that parents had into a fight, even my family got into a fight, got a problem, we got something that it was a bit of misleading or mistreating that was happened. But now it's over, we're gonna move on. So that's the only way I have to tell you this, share you some stories already. Being upset doesn't mean you feel lost or win anything. The only way, if you feel upset whenever friend like go and bully you, you might ask for help, like teachers or principals, or you go either go to your calm room like that in school. So like Roblox also, right, you should not bully each other, otherwise you might terminate from playing games. This is the why I tell you that it's a rules. For the house security, right, always secure the door, always lock, check before you leave. Right now, because we have put the door barrier here, okay, this train is crashing because due to some expected doors to be like crashed on. We have the door and the fence. Don't let anyone trespassing. Might be installed CCTV. Okay, this train need to go for improvement, I hope so. Always remember, keep your barrier gate locked when you go inside or when you drive in. Don't let anyone trespass inside the house with car or steal the car. Okay, we should have secure lock, but it doesn't work. Okay, this train needs to go for improvement. I need to fix this tomorrow by onwards, by 12 p.m. The only what happened is that because sometimes, right, you might not able to like do well or something. People always like to get show off in front of others, right? Will get upset. Some people doesn't like to be shown off, which you found out very insane, right? This is only way that I have to tell you that it's your decision whether you want to work or study. That doesn't matter. Showing off is being rude and will be like causing to upset them, and people don't like their feelings. You just can ignore them and you can move on. Or if you want to unfriend that people who want to show off, you can unfriend. That's the only way that you can move on, and don't bother them anymore. Always remember, don't accuse hostile whenever happens. In every country also the same. You will feel the way that this thing you might not know. You feel disappointed, something, and all this. Those halls a lot, you need to like secure. When you always close the curtain when before go to bed that time. Always. Even in hotels, you stay there that for holiday also you can close, but sometimes need to open if you feel like there's a sunlight. Cause the curtain, right, is made of thick and not a little bit of a translucent. Or we keep the translucent curtains, that's all. People always know that that happened, that this thing, right? Sometimes you might ask for permission to play with you. You can ask, you can go for approval. If friends want to request you, you can play. If you are not free when friend requests you, just tell them I'm not free. Always remember that thing, you need to like ask for permission. You want to join game or not? If you want yes or no, yes, you can join. No, other time, you can. Then your friend can accept your request. Based on Vietnam trips so far, to Ho Chi Minh City, it was okay. So we have did that Ho Chi Minh City metro, but it was not open yet due to another line has been under development, but it's the first ride. But it's similar, the train is similar to Japanese train series a bit. But however, right, there are only 14 stations on Ho Chi Minh City Metro Line 1, and I've experienced. We call it as a pre-alpha, and you will not know what happened is because the many years I have not been to Vietnam yet, even though there's no train in Vietnam. So I love the train in Ho Chi Minh City. It's similar to China. Not only that, the train of Ho Chi Minh City Metro is similar to Japan, but the door looks like a bit similar to Tokyo Metro. So far, it's just only pre-alpha YouTube. I only put pre-alpha for that because the rest are not yet open yet after they finish their development. Hopefully the next time, right, we shall take Singapore Airlines if we go to Vietnam again in future. That's the only way. example like go Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City can. Because I found out in Singapore Airlines in Tanzania Airport. That's the only way you want to change flight. If you want to take another flight, doesn't matter. It's fine. It's your decision. Sometimes you know the weather is a bit similar, but it's a bit hot in Vietnam. But sometimes you need to be careful when you want to cross the world. And always look out for motorcycles and cars, including motor vehicles and trucks. The sight may be very different. The sight a bit similar to China. It's now time for break time.